everybody. So today's Monday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week we are talking about another Barbie movie, and it is Barbie as the Three Musketeers. And this movie came out in 2009, just like the last one we talked about, Thumbelina. But I think this one's a lot better than Thumbelina. It's not one of my top favorites because it's not a musical. And I think the Barbie movies that are musicals are stronger. But I think this one's a lot of fun. It's about this girl named Corinne. Barbie plays this girl named Corinne in the, supposed to be, I think, 1700s or whatever. And she has this dream of becoming a musketeer. Or I think her father was. And she trains, and she sometimes even does some sword fighting with her cat named Miette. And the cat is pretty cute. I think this has a little bit better animation than some of the other ones that we've recently seen in our reviews. So it's still not the best, but it's passable, I think. And so Corinne wants to become a musketeer. And so she heads off to Paris, the big city, to fulfill her dreams. And first, everything goes wrong, and nobody will even think of her as being a musketeer. And then the dog, is sort of an evil dog, and he chases Miette all over town, and she ends up getting into all this trouble, like following the cat. And she makes the other three women kind of upset with her because of the shenanigans with chasing the cat. And then later on, she ends up getting a job at the palace as a housemaid. And the other three women that end up becoming our musketeers also work at the palace as housemaids. And it's Armenia, Vivica, and Renee, and Corinne. So those are our four women. And she tells them that she wants to become a musketeer, and they're actually really excited because that's kind of what they wanted to do as well. And so you have these four women, and then there's this housemaid who's like this old maid, and she takes them to the secret training ground for the musketeers. And so they're training, and there's quite a bit of like swords fighting and other kind of stuff that I think kids will have a lot of fun with, and girls will really enjoy. And of course there's love with the prince and the evil I don't know what his position is called, but named Philippe. He is voiced by Tim Curry. So you gotta love that. That's just so much fun. And so he does a great job. And he's, this villain who's always trying to usurp power from the prince. And he hates the four girls. And they have a hard time getting anyone to believe that they can do the work of the musketeers. And it's just like a fun little adventure with some sword fighting and some action and some girl power. And maybe they do lay it on a little bit thick, but I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it. And I just think this one would be way better if there were songs, because those are the good Barbie movies. There's, I think, 2 or 3 songs that are just soundtrack songs. They're not actually musical songs, but I like the musical ones better. So it's not going to be one of my favorites, but it still is a lot of fun. I think that a lot of kids will really enjoy this one. And so it's got a good villain. It's got 4 good female characters, and the animation's a little bit better than some of the others, I would say. It's not quite as good as, I think the best animation is probably the Fairytopia ones, particularly the second one with the rainbows. I thought that one was the best animation that we had so far. So that's just my opinion. I still think that probably Princess and the Pauper is probably still my favorite of all the ones that I've watched. And I have a sort of an attachment to Christmas Carol. But there we go. So that is my thoughts on Barbie and the Three Musketeers. Let me know what you think of this one. Is it one of your favorites of the various Barbie movies? I would love to know. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.